Hi and welcome. My name is Stephanie and today I have a quick pelvic floor activation to share with you. This is a practice that can be done throughout your pregnancy as well as in your postpartum period, as it is very gentle and useful for maintaining your pelvic floor health, strength, and addressing any incontinence issues you may be suffering from. For this class, we're going to sit up tall. I recommend coming to sit on your knees with maybe a block or a bolster or a pillow, a rolled towel between your legs. Having something between your legs and resting against your pelvic floor can just make it a little bit easier to tell when you've successfully activated your pelvic floor muscles. You could also do this class sitting upright on a chair or even a birthing ball. I'm going to show you this practice from the side. We're going to begin by finding that kneeling posture with our block, bolster, rolled towel, whatever it is between our legs. We want to make sure that our feet are pointing straight back behind us. We don't want our toes curved in towards our tailbone, nor do we want them pointed away from us. If you're taking this practice from a chair or a birthing ball, you want to make sure that your ankles are directly under your knees. From here, you might close your eyes and begin to draw your attention to the part of your body that is resting on that block, bolster, birthing ball, or chair. Your pelvic floor is the area between your pubic bone and your tailbone, as well as between your sits bones. So it should be that area that's resting on whatever you're sitting on right now. For this practice, we're going to imagine that our pelvic floor is a clock. So our pubic bone is noon and our tailbone is 6 o'clock. Our right hip bone is 3 o'clock and our left hip bone is 9 o'clock. We'll begin by inhaling through our nose, sending our oxygen down to that pelvic floor region, filling up the space between our pubic bone and our tailbone, as well as between our hip bones. Perhaps finding a gentle stretch in that region before we exhale through the nose. Again, we'll inhale through the nose, filling up our pelvic floor, imagining our air pushing back against that block, bolster, chair, whatever we're sitting on today. And exhale through the nose. Good. This time, as you inhale, send your oxygen down to your pelvic floor and draw your attention to that 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock region. As you exhale, you're going to imagine grabbing everything between 12 and 6 o'clock and pulling it up, up, up your spine, almost as if your spine was an elevator. On your inhale, release, allowing that pelvic floor to drop back down onto your block or bolster. Again, we'll draw our attention towards that 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock region. And as we exhale, we'll imagine pulling everything between 12 and 6 o'clock up, 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 and then release. One more time, inhale through the nose, draw your attention to 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And as you exhale, imagine pinching everything between 12 and 6 o'clock in and drawing it up, up, up your spine like an elevator before you inhale and release. This time as you breathe in, draw your attention to everything between 3 and 9 o'clock, filling up your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, let's imagine squeezing everything between 3 and 9 in and up, up, up. Good. Inhale to release. Again, drawing your attention to that 3 and 9 o'clock region, filling up the pelvic floor with air, finding a gentle stretch. And as you exhale, pinch everything between 3 and 9 o'clock together and in and up, up, up. Good. And release on your inhale. Last time, draw your attention to those 3 and 9 o'clock regions as you breathe in through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine pinching the sides of your pelvic floor in and up, 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 drawing them up your spine like an elevator, and release with your inhale. This time, let's send our breath to the full extent of our pelvic floor, filling up that entire clock with oxygen. And as we exhale, we'll pinch everything in our clock in and lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale to release. Good, we'll take 3 more together. Inhaling, filling up the entire pelvic floor. And as you exhale, imagine drawing the muscles of your pelvic floor in and up your spine like an elevator for another 3, 2, 1. And release with your inhale. 2 more here. Inhale, fill up your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, think about lifting in and up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last time. Inhale, fill up the entire pelvic floor with oxygen. Feel your pelvic floor pressing back against your seat. And as you exhale, think about lifting that entire clock in and up, up, 3, 2, 1, and release. That's it for today's quick pelvic floor activation exercise. If you are new to Kegels or new to activating your pelvic floor, then I recommend starting out by doing this practice about once a day for a week and then working up to twice a day for another week. If you're doing this class to try and address any incontinence issues you're currently experiencing, or to just try and get ahead of any embarrassing leaks that you think might come along with pregnancy and postpartum, then I would stick to doing this class about 2, no more than 3 times a day. You can actually exhaust the muscles of your pelvic floor, so if you do too many Kegels throughout the day, then your pelvic floor muscles could actually get too tired, meaning they won't have the strength that they need to prevent any leaks, which is the opposite of what you want. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more prenatal yoga content just like this. Thanks, and I hope to see and practice with you again soon. Namaste.